ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of the CD Racoola Show. Today's show is alive! It's alive! It's alive! Because today we're taking a look at the very best of Frankenstein. Before we shock this episode's unbeating heart into the land of the living, if you guys could hit that subscribe button, I would have my undying gratitude to you. See what I did there? Okay, bad joke. Moving on here with this episode of the show, I have always had a ton of love for Frankenstein. The character, of course, was based on the novel by Mary Shelley, written over 200 years ago. That's a long time, even for a 600-year-old vampire like myself. There has been a lot of play on the Frankenstein character throughout the years. In some films, they portray the creature as a kind of bumbling oaf and almost childlike in thoughts and movements. In many of the films as of late, they portray the creature as more of an intellectual being that is tortured by its own existence and ceases to kind of be a monster at all. So this is just a couple of my favorite portrayals of Frankenstein, and others that are just kind of unique in one way or another, at least to me. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you feel like I missed a Frankenstein that deserved to be in this episode. I'm going to go ahead and kick things off right with the obvious, and what I feel like really set the definition of who Frankenstein was to be, with the 1931 movie aptly named Frankenstein, where the creature, played by the legendary Boris Karloff. Great job by Boris, and one of the scarier films on this list to me. I actually did a review of that film, and maybe it's scarier because it's black and white, and I don't know. It's just awesome. Awesome Frankenstein, though. So we did an old film. Now I want to check out a new film with the 2025 Netflix Guillermo del Toro project, also named Frankenstein. Imagine that. Where the creature is played by Jacob Elordi, or however you say that name. Almost a handsome beast. Almost a little too handsome, actually. But this is a film where the creature is actually hunting Dr. Frankenstein and trying to get his revenge on his father, who's the good doctor. Sometimes Frankenstein calls him his father, you know. So yes, he's more of an intellectual creature in this film. Speaking of the monster getting revenge on Dr. Frankenstein, that is exactly what is going on in a similar adaptation in the 1994 film named Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Really cool, hideous look, I thought. And so awesome to have Robert De Niro playing the creature. This film is probably my absolute favorite portrayal of Frankenstein. The 2004 movie Van Helsing was unique as well, with the creature being hunted by Dracula, so he could harness Frankenstein's essence to bring his ghastly vampire children to life. Frankenstein was voiced by Sheila Hensley in Van Helsing, who also, interestingly enough, played Frankenstein in the Broadway play Young Frankenstein. Oh geez, look at him here, oh boy. Oh, that's a little cheesy for me. Okay, moving on here to a television show, actually, that I really liked. that I feel like people don't give enough credit to in Penny Dreadful. That ran 3 seasons, featured the Frankenstein monster, and I thought he had a pretty cool story and a unique look for the character, though not one of my favorite looks, to be honest. Kind of looks like a Temu version of Professor Snape from Harry Potter or something. How about the movie I, Frankenstein? You knew I was going to bring up I, Frankenstein. You knew I was going to do it. Literally just looks like the Aaron Eckhart actor with some light scarring on his face. Not too great of a look. They were super liberal with the Frankenstein character in this film, as he fights demons with like police batons for the majority of the film. Oh yeah, gargoyles are also in this movie. Oh boy. People rip on this film. They rip it to shreds, but I think it's pretty entertaining to watch. I really do. It's a little different, so whatever. Speaking of fun, how about the Frankenstein in the film The Monster Squad, who kills Dracula saying the word bogus as he does it? Oh, I love that movie. Love The Monster Squad. I did a review of that film back in the day for you guys to check out, if you have the time. Only if you have the time. The 1990 film Frankenstein Unbound is next on this list for no other reason that for the look of the creature. Oh, pretty wacky and unique. Kind of a weird movie, that's for sure. I would be remiss if I didn't include The Curse of Frankenstein from 1957 on this list, with Christopher Lee as the monster. Christopher Lee, famous for playing Count Dracula in about 1 billion movies, has a real goopy, caked-on makeup look in this film. In fact, I would use the word goopy as the perfect definition for, his look to describe him here. But it's Christopher Lee, and he's awesome, so he makes my list all day, every day, baby. 2015 saw the emergence of the film Victor Frankenstein. That Frankenstein movie was truly crazy and monstrous of a creature who was almost like superhero-like. Oh, great cast in that movie. Got to see Daniel Radcliffe as a hunchback, so that was fun and cool. Last but certainly not least, we have the horror comedy film from 1974, Young Frankenstein. All-round great movie, and love the portrayal by Peter Boyle as Frankenstein's monster. Peter Boyle will always be Frank on Everybody Loves Raymond to me. Wonder if that's why they decided to name the character Frank, because he played Frankenstein. I don't know. I don't really know the answer. Maybe you guys do. But that's all I have today. Those are a few of my favorite portrayals of Frankenstein. So again, if you think I goofed and missed one, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll review one of those films just to make it up for you, I do anything for you guys. Speaking of that, I would like to thank you for joining me here on this episode of the CD Racoola Show. And if you could, if you would and should, use whatever appendage you have available and hit that subscribe button. I'd be much obliged to ya. Please join me next episode of the show as we take a look at the 1992 film Death Becomes Her. I can't believe that was made that long ago. That seems so long ago. Time really does fly when you're having fun. So, till next time, my little blood bags out there in YouTube land, I will leave you with this. If any of you watching this episode of the show are great scientists and flirt a little bit with the darker side, And you want to reanimate a body made of sewn together body parts. Could you maybe just for me put the brain of Ozzy Osbourne in your creation? I just really miss that guy. Ta-ta, my dears. Ta-ta.